I've been making over $10,000 a month as a copywriter for the last 12 months. And if I know something, is that the biggest difference between the person that's making $3,000 a month as a copywriter and the person that's making over $10,000 a month is completely different than what you think it is. And no, it's not that they have better skills, it's not that they work more hours, and it's not that they have more clients. It's actually the complete opposite of that. There are two types of copywriters right now. It's the guy that is making 3K a month with having like 5 clients, and he's lowballing the competition, and he's most importantly lowballing himself. And he's trying to manage all these projects, all his expectations, and he's working like 60 to 80 hours a week. And then there's these guys that are making over $10,000 a month, and they're working 4 hours a day max, and they have like 2 to 3 clients at most. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you why 95% of copywriters never escape that persona, the guy that is working for long hours, he's working with multiple clients, and he's getting paid 500 to 1K from each client at most. And how to actually become the kind of copywriter that gets paid 2K to 4K a month to work with a few clients that he actually enjoys working with, and with clients that actually value who he is. But first, let's explain why most copywriters get stuck in 2025 and they can't scale their income. You see, most copywriters actually are what I like to call order takers. Have you ever had this happen to you where you're working with a client, or like imagine like a client you worked in the past with, and they told you like, yo bro, or like yo girl, like I need 5 new emails this week, I need these ads, I need this page, I need you to write me this opt-in page, this lead magnet, and you're like, okay, I will do it for you. If that sounds familiar, if you've ever been basically like ordered to do something and you did it, you're an order taker. And the issue with that is that you're being seen as the email person or the Facebook ads person or the guy that just executes whenever I want him to. And that's very, very bad. The reason that is bad is because they understand you're a freelancer, you're an outside contractor, and whatever I tell you to do, you're going to do because, well, you don't understand the business, you just know how to write copy. And that's the biggest mistake every copywriter makes. Now, don't get me wrong. If you're watching this video, it doesn't mean that you do not know about business. It doesn't mean that you do not know more shit than what you're already doing. But the problem is you haven't translated that or communicated that to the businesses that you're working with. And that's why they treat you like that. And that's why most copywriters get stuck. So the mindset shift here is that you go from being an order taker to a guy that knows business, cares about the business, is an asset to the business, who just happens to write copy. Very, very good. Now, how do you do that? Let me give you a very, very quick example. About a year ago, I had this person through a referral come to me and tell me like, yo bro, I need emails. And I was like, okay, easy deal. Every other copywriter in my position would do the same. They would grab the deal, they would get the emails, easy 1.5K a month, 2K a month deal, and I could have it for as long as I wanted to. But here's the thing. This business was making around 80K to 100K a month at the point when we started working together. And the problem is that email would just like, if you know about anything about copywriting and marketing, it would only add like a small percentage increase to that what they're already making. So if they were making 80K, they would go from making 80K to at best 95K. And even though that's an increase, it's not significant, and it's not something that they're going to spend their time and energy with. Even though they think they need emails, even though they think they need this add-on that will increase the revenue, at the same time, it's not what really, really makes a difference in the business. Now, I was aware with that. I was aware with the fact that, this is not going to work with them the way they expect it to. And I had 2 options. Either I could tell them the truth, or I could just grab the money and run. And, I could just have them for 4 or 5 months before they figured out that this doesn't work. And then I would just have an extra like 10K in my bank account over 5 months. And that would be good. But that's what most copywriters will do, because they do not have the balls or the confidence, to just be like, that's not what you need. This is what you need. So when I saw that their marketing and their whole business infrastructure was like messed up, I realized that, okay, I'll get on this call, I'll talk to him about emails, but at the same time, I'll make him aware of a deeper issue. I told him, I was straightforward with him. I told him, bro, like if you're making 80K a month, you're not going to get to 200K a month or 150K a month with just email. You need to fix this, you need to fix this, and you need to fix that. And they realized it. On the call, they paid me to start writing emails, but at the same time, the expectations were that, I'm going to work with this guy and he's probably going to make me at most 10K a month. from emails because my infrastructure, my whole business setup is not dialed in. Now, what did that do? How did it serve? You may think that, okay, you told him that you're not going to make as much money, so that's probably not good. They're not going to pay you for a long time. But the truth is that I was the only person that came to them and told them the truth. I was the only person that was straight up with them, even though I just met them. And I told them like, yo, your setup is messed up. You need to fix it. The result, after 2 or 3 months of them seeing all my words basically coming to life and seeing everything that I told them come true, they were like, okay, I understand. I need you to fix it for me. So within 2 to 3 months, I went from making 1.5K a month with them. I went to making 4K a month after basically getting up all their marketing. The biggest part of it, most of it, And most copywriters wouldn't do that because there's 3 things that they miss, that they're really, really missing. One is they can't really be honest. They don't want to be honest because honesty comes at a price. And most people think that if I'm being honest with someone and a business owner and tell them like, yo, the stuff that you're doing is not working and it's not serving you well, they're gonna be like, oh, okay, like this guy that doesn't want to help me, or like he basically sits on my business, so I'm not gonna work with him. But that doesn't exist, The business owners, the good business owners, will actually value what you told them. They will actually value you because they're gonna be like, okay, this is the first person that came to me and told me something that's honest. And you have to know that most businesses don't have that in their business. They do not have people that are going to be honest with them. So if you are honest with them, they're going to appreciate it and you're going to be seen as a higher level person to the team. All right. Second thing is that they box themselves in. I already said that as one specific person that's an expert at that specific field. To this day, I'm working with 2 businesses that are run completely their whole marketing. But I'm still doing my best to make them understand that I'm not boxing myself as the person that does marketing. I'm doing this, I'm doing everything. So when you go into a business and tell them like, I write emails, that's you basically saying to yourself that I'm the email guy and you should listen to me just for emails, nothing else. Whereas what you should be saying is you're a problem solver, and sometimes those problems are being solved via writing emails, via writing ads, pages, whatever it is you want to do. All right. And that's how you basically get your foot in the door with a business. And you tell them that, I'm here to help you with this. But at the same time, you got to understand that I have the full package. And when you do that, you set yourself up to upsell them forever and for you to get the bigger deals, which is like CRO, CMO, marketing director, and stuff like that. Now, the third point is that copywriters want to do all this stuff. They want to help businesses. They want to get them to a level where they can be making a lot of money so that they can get more money. Because, if you start working on emails and you make 1K, but then you transition to being a CMO or CRO, you're going to start having percentages. So if a business goes from making 100K to 200K a month, you're going to be making way more. And that's what you should be focusing on. You shouldn't be focusing on more clients. You should be focusing on getting the clients you like working with and scaling them up while you get a big cut, and that's how you scale. You basically run a business without having the burden of delivering on your clients or worrying if something will work or not. You just do the marketing and you just get the cut. And that's the beautiful thing. The problem is that not a lot of copywriters are educated on how to evolve being boxed from the email gigs from the Facebook gigs to basically go full stack. And really the only true way you can actually become full stack or start learning all this other stuff is if you go to your current clients and tell them to work on this stuff together if they don't have already someone working with them, or learn from the people that are working on this specific departments so you can improve your skills. And then when you go into businesses, you can have the confidence to offer all these services as a full package. And to tell you the truth, if you actually want to have freedom with marketing and copywriting, and if you actually want to make a ton of money from it, you need to make that transition of I'm this dude to I'm this dude that has the full package and can scale businesses with marketing. That includes everything, like landing pages, like sales pages, VSLs, TSLs, emails, Facebook ads, media buying, whatever, And that's how you get paid more, and that's how you can also have a big percentage in the business once they trust you. I would never go into a business right away and tell them like, yo, you're going to pay me this amount, you're also going to give me rev share. Because, sir, you might get a deal or two like that, but they do not have the trust with you. And first of all, they might not give you access to everything, so they might fuck you over. So yeah, this is mostly for you to understand that you need to make the transition. And the longer you wait and the longer you box yourself in, the more disservice you're doing to yourself. You might be okay getting paid like 3K a month, 4K a month and working with 4 clients and, doing emails and all that. But suddenly at a point, that's going to die off because it will not go your way because it's not in your control. Whatever happens, your income is not, you do not control it. Whereas if you have control over the whole marketing, at least if it fails, you know it was your fault and not someone else's fault. The question is, are you willing to trust yourself or are you willing to trust someone else for your failure or for you losing money and not making more? So that was the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I like making these videos because I honestly give my full, honest take on how marketing works and how you can actually make more money with it and how to help more people. So if you like it and if you want to see more videos, I am going to upload them regardless. And hopefully there are going to be 50 to 100 people watching them. And they're not being sponsored. As you can see, the videos are very, very poorly edited. And the reason is because I don't want to do flashy stuff that will draw your attention away. I want you to actually sit here and get the real value. All right. So if you like the video, please subscribe and leave a like or a dislike in case you do not agree with what I said. And let me know in the comments what kind of videos you want, what kind of help you need. And yeah, I'll make more videos. See you.